That's the theme song for tonight. That's gonna be the theme music for our live tonight. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be the theme music. That's what we're gonna use as theme music today. Fuck that shit. Just that's what we're going for. That's how we're gonna start off tonight. That's how we're gonna start off tonight. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Or Calvin now. Mr. Magic there. Because I know that don't play. Pointing out your head. And what's up, y'all? We just had to get a little theme music going. Now, I know my old school had to hear this one, and this is what we need to start bumping now. That Nuck if you buck, that's what we got to start bumping now. We down with we done with this soft ass music. We need to. This is the type of shit we need to play because people ain't understanding. MAGA isn't understanding. MAGA is the most hypocritical. Like the hypocrisy that these people continue to have is what I think drives me nuts. The hypocrisy that MAGA has, I think, is one of the largest things that we are dealing with that continues to grow. And that's the thing I think we have the most problem with. Like, the fact that MAGA continues their hypocrisy. Like maybe if they stayed on the same level. Because that's what it basically is. Because it's not even like they stick to their own things, right? So it's like if you were to stick to your own, like if you were to actually be 10 toes down for the shit that you actually talk about or the shit that you actually follow. But the thing is most of the time you're not 10 toes down on the shit. And the thing is like you'll be hypocritical about the things that you want to complain about, and then you're hypocritical about the things you cry about. So it's like I don't understand the thought process. That's what confuses me is I don't understand the thought process that most of MAGA has. Because it's like, yeah, we believe this is right. But then you give them another specific case that is basically the same thing, the same instance, and then they'd be like, oh no, that's not what I meant. So what the fuck did you mean? What the fuck did you start with? What the fuck you come in with? Like, yeah, I'll be letting people up. I ain't letting them up right now though. I just got started. I need to get my thoughts out of my head so I can have most of MAGA come in here and try to argue some of the points that I have. Because most of the time, what they want to do is that they want to talk about their own things, and then the thing is they all just start crashing out for no reason at the beginning of a live. Like I'm not gonna start my live with just MAGA crashing out to begin crashing out, because y'all hypocrites. Y'all gonna have to hear what I gotta say first as to why y'all hypocrites. It's not like y'all just not hypocrites and people ain't calling it out. I'm calling it out for the reason that you guys believe in certain things, but then contradict yourselves in your same beliefs. This whole Renee Good situation is just like, yeah, like the crazy part about it is like, look, y'all want to talk about January 6th, right? January 6th for y'all was supposedly a guided tour, right? This was where you had MAGA men and women attacking police officers, and only one person got shot during that. But then when people are doing it outside in the street, all of a sudden they need to obey the law. So why is it that y'all MAGA were able to disobey the law on January 6th but then when people are doing it now, it's wrong. That's kind of confusing to me. That's why I say the hypocrisy. Just because you got pardoned by another criminal, don't tell me you got pardoned by somebody that was legit. You got pardoned by another felon. So that whole talking point of, oh my God, MAGA this, MAGA that, you got pardoned by a felon. You broke in and you got pardoned by a felon. There's been what? I believe there's 33 of those pardons that have already been arrested again for the stupidity that they did. If you want to come up, say something worthwhile in the chat so I can let you up. Some of y'all think this is a handout like Donald Trump is just going to hand y'all or supposedly going to give y'all, and y'all just think y'all just going to come up. It's like, no, say something insightful, say something with meaning, say something that actually doesn't contradict what I'm saying, and then I'll let you up because then I know you're worthwhile having a conversation with. But if you're just going to be ignorant about, let me up. What is it, a fucking raffle? This isn't a fucking raffle. I'm not here to fucking entertain you. You're the fucking hypocrisy. And then oh yeah, I'm scared. Bro, if I'm scared, you know what? Why don't you go live and we can co-host this? Since I'm so scared, why don't you go live and co-host so you can show your face so everybody else can see it? Because a lot of the times with MAGA, the biggest thing that they have is, I don't even show my own face. So I'm so hardcore and I'm such a thug and I'm such an alpha that I hide behind a fucking picture of a profile that isn't me because I can't show my face. Because people don't want to see the stupidity on you. People don't want to see your stupidity on the face. If you're going to come up, hey, Gray, you're going to come up and you're going to show your face? If you show your face, I'll let you up. If you're not going to show your face, I'm not going to have you up. Are you going to show your face? Are you going to show your face? Damn, you got quiet. You got to think about it now, huh? Where's the pivoting? Am I scared? No, I'm telling you. Those are my parameters. That's what y'all think. MAGA thinks that y'all just get to control things because y'all just bitch. Okay, be bitch. That's not my problem. That's your problem. If you don't turn on your camera, you gone quick. Because I got to see, I want people to see your face when you talk in this ignorance. Because you got so much to say.
Let me turn on my camera for you real quick. Shit. Shut up. You fucking sensible. You can't debate. The left. Let me get started with y'all. Let me cook your ass. The left, bro. The same people that want rights and freedoms. They want equal exercising rights, right? But the same left don't believe in having life. They believe in abortion. The same people waving Ukrainian, Palestinian, and foreign flags on U.S. soil saying free Palestine, but they're willing to torch our flags, right? The same people that are, oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be going into women's portable potties, right? But they want men to dress like women just because the men wake up one day and want to be women to go into the women's bathroom. You wildin', bruh. Hypocrite. And with all that fraud happening, of course you're going to get cracked down in Minneapolis. I hope to get cracked down. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
You done regurgitating all the Fox News shit you got? You done? Can I talk now? Can I talk now?
About what's happening with
Can I talk now? Can I talk now?
He'd rather fund illegals.
Are you gonna shut the fuck up and let me talk, right? Yeah, you want to talk, man? You want to talk, right?
Do you prefer? Let me ask you this, and you answer yes or no. And if not, you just a bitch. You prefer comfort over security.
Hey, look, bitch. Right. Let's get this. Let's get this. All right. Okay. Are you gonna? Yeah. Ooh. Such a thug. Yeah. That's why you can't fucking show your page, right? That's why you have to show your back page. What? You don't want to show your trailer home? You don't want to show your trailer home, man. That's what it is, right?
I don't live.
You don't want to show your trailer home. Oh, you don't? Then why you scared to show yourself?
Yo, bitch ass live with your grandma.
That's it. That's all you got. That's all you got, bitch?
I got plenty for your ass.
Oh, I know you got, but you haven't said anything
How you
worthwhile.
60 acting like you 16, bruh? Grow the fuck up.
How you 60 acting like you 16? Bro, I'm
See, you
40 years old.
You hard of hearing.
Yo, what did I say to begin?
You look
I
60
was just like,
and you
you
acting
too,
like you
bitch.
16.
You so tough, you can't show your face. You have to put my
does my
face on
face
there,
have to
and
do
you
with debating?
because that's
You
how much of a
scared.
bitch you
You
are.
said
You
I
can't
look
even
like a
show your
Giga Chad, and
face.
you look like
Imagine
fucking
you
doo-doo.
look like a Giga Chad, that sucking dick, right? That's what you're
I got
doing
a
on the
good
side right now.
jawline. Look
Stop
at this
sucking,
quadruple chin,
bro.
bro.
Who's
You gotta lay off the Western bacon double
damn?
cheeseburger head ass, bro.
According to the picture that I see, that's a
Yeah.
good looking motherfucker in that profile picture you got there, and that's me because your
Yeah,
bitch
look at
ass
that
can't show
double pork
yourself.
Western bacon
Yeah.
cheesy motherfucker. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Look, MAGA gets started, and it's just like, look, you crash out. You crash out. That's what y'all always do. Every single one of y'all incompetent little dick, not getting no pussy ass bitches always start the same way. Y'all start with the same Fox News talking points. Y'all don't come up with anything relevant. You want to talk about every single talking point that you can that you've been gargling nuts off of, and then you want to make it seem like you so big and bad. Like the biggest and baddest people ain't scared to show their face, but here you are being a bitch. Ain't that crazy? Oh, because the thing is I actually let him talk, and he thought that he was gonna cook because he was gonna say the same regurgitated shit that every single MAGA incompetent little dick having bitch has, right? Y'all don't change anything. Y'all don't change. Y'all the same people. Every single one of y'all hides behind your keyboard, hides behind a mask. Y'all don't have anything that actually shows anybody. Why you think that liberals ain't scared of y'all? Ain't nobody scared of y'all. Y'all were the same bitches that were scared to show y'all faces for 4 years during the Biden administration. And now because you got President Trump here again, all of a sudden you tough. Now you all tough, right? But for 4 years you were hiding, didn't see no MAGA hats. Especially, and don't get me started with y'all minorities. Y'all minorities was worse. Cause y'all was bootlicking MAGA the first time around, then shut the fuck up and went independent during the last 4 years, right? That's what you were. You voted for Jill Stein but sucked off Donald Trump throughout the process, right? The same ones? Come on, man. Y'all the same fucking pieces of shit. Come up with something reliable. Because I was talking about January 6th. So if January 6th was okay for y'all to be against the government because y'all lost, why is it okay or is it wrong for supposed liberals and snowflakes to protest against the government when they are snatching people out of their cars? MAGA don't have anything for that though, right? MAGA won't confirm and be like, this is the hypocrisy of it. It was just like MAGA's mad at supposed Somalian fraud that was already countered and people were already there. The people have already been convicted. The white lady that was in charge of all that fraud, running that nonprofit, was already convicted. You Republicans are so stupid that you get regurgitated news and you think it's new. Shit, y'all the same ones that think Reaganomics, trickle-down economics, still works. It's been decades. And y'all still believe Reaganomics. Y'all still believe, well, if the corporations get the tax cuts, they'll make new jobs. They'll create jobs and, they'll raise the wages of people. Yet we've had stagnation of fucking wages since the 1980s. And here y'all are always complaining about something, talking about, well, they need to get rid of SNAP benefits, not realizing that most of the SNAP beneficiaries are MAGA red states. So where's the hypocrisy? It was like, look at this. Y'all mad at Zohran Mamdani in New York City, and he's already on his 8th day, already announced universal health care for children under 2. Donald Trump has told you he was going to work on health care, and he hasn't done shit in a whole fucking year. What happened to them tariff checks? What happened to those $1,000 for having kids? Damn, that's crazy, MAGA. You still haven't come up with anything? At least be sensible, because the thing is you're gonna come up here and you're gonna just crash out and be loud, and at least have a conversation of what the ignorance is you have that makes you so hypocritical. Just answer that. Just answer why you're so hypocritical. That's it. Nobody's questioning anything else. Is why are you such a bootlicker and why are you so ignorant? That's it. It was just like, if people can break into the fucking Capitol building because they thought they lost or they think they won, but then people can't complain about people going into people's schools and snatching kids away, y'all have no morals. Y'all act all high and mighty, but y'all got no morals. The GOP has always punished their own constituents. The GOP has always punished their own constituents. Case in point, like, see, this is what I love about MAGA, right? I ask them this, right? MAGA, why is it that the state of Oklahoma is the reddest state and the most MAGA state you can find, and they're damn near dead last in everything? How is it that you're supposedly benefiting your constituents, but you're ranked dead last in everything? And you've been run by a red state. You notice how New York City isn't at the end of the line when it comes to education, healthcare, pay, housing? You notice that, right? You notice how California also isn't last in education, housing, healthcare. Imagine that. Because if you take the information of the most reddest state, which is Oklahoma, and then you take the bluest state, which is Massachusetts, and then you know what you get? You get basically almost number one on everything in Massachusetts. Healthcare, education, wages, everything. But then you go to the full red state and y'all the worst of the worst. So please tell me which state. Imagine trying to elaborate and imagine trying to tell people that red states are the more valuable states, but you can't tell me which one of them is at the top. Which is the last Massachusetts is damn near ranked in everything number one because they are the bluest state. Then you have Oklahoma that is 51st in education. Bro, you worse than the District of Columbia. I don't even know if they started. You know what? I think they would fall even farther if they started putting in the territories we have in this country. They probably behind Puerto Rico too, and the Virgin Islands, and Guam. It was like y'all don't approve anything. Y'all ain't good at shit. What are Republicans good at? But imagine this that we just had a 43-day shutdown. And we about to have another one. Who's in charge? It's not Democrats. But y'all find every which way to blame the Democrats. Look at this. Republicans had, the program for the ACA, right? Y'all had the programs to fix healthcare, right? Because Mike Johnson, Keebler Elfast, always talking the same shit, right? You want to say something to the people? All right, you say something to the people. Don't look at me. Look at the camera. Say something to the people. He ain't interested in y'all dumb fucks. It's okay though. But like I said, it's just like it's the same thing. It's just like y'all don't find any good reason to fucking come up with. It was just like, look at how I just had that first guy that came up. I told you, MAGA's too bitch to show they face. They're quick to want to come up and talk shit because that's all they can do. They hide behind a mask. Look at all these ICE agents. Bro, get off the damn desk. See, and this is how you got to point it out. You got to ask, what's the point? Because clearly you must be one of those that doesn't have the ability to read, because MAGA plus hypocrisy equals your dumbass statement. See how easy that is? What's your point? Y'all always miss the obvious point because you don't have any critical thinking skills. You don't have any actual intellect to actually pay attention to anything. Tell me something y'all have accomplished in the past 11 months besides fixing the border. Because that's the most racist thing y'all can come up with. Y'all can't tell me anything else. Y'all can't say anything else. Yo, hold on. Yeah, they haven't Trump dick sucking syndrome today again, Emma. Unfortunately, as always, that Trump dick sucking syndrome is severe. We got terminal cases today. Our first guest was on a terminal case. He's terminal. There was no fixing that. There just is no fixing that. See, look at this. Look at this. And then you still follow Donald Trump, but imagine that. Imagine if you're a millionaire, not a billionaire, but here you are jocking billionaires that don't give a fuck about you and haven't done nothing in the last year to benefit you. Oh, imagine now that. Oh, did y'all see that tweet that they put where they spelled 40 FOURTY from the White House? Y'all seen that tweet? FOURTY. FOURTY. And then y'all want to get rid of the Department of Education? You can't be serious. Y'all can't even spell 40 as grown-ass adults in this administration? Come on, MAGA. Y'all be stuck on stupid. It's to the point where it's just like, it's crazy to even think about it. Like, you really thought, no, Joshua 40, FO4TY. I'm surprised they spelled 3 afterwards, because I think it was something saying like 43 states. Imagine spelling 4D 3 states. Oh, you know what? You know what I'll say? They must have been running fraud like the Somalians, right? Like the luring place. Isn't that what y'all do? Commit fraud or pardon the people that commit fraud? Fraud? Is it fraud or fraud? I don't know. I don't know how to spell anymore, I guess, because MAGA's fucking taking over fucking the Department of Education. Is it fraud? How you spell fraud again, MAGA? Matter of fact, spell fucking tariff for me. Even better, spell Constitution. This is one I know y'all get. Bootlicker. I know y'all know how to spell that one. That one I know y'all easy to get. That one y'all quick with. You spell fraud. Y'all both got the same thought. Y'all both in sync right now. Like, yep. Y'all both thought the same bullshit. Fraud. That's funny. That's funny too. People like y'all. Y'all should become like best friends now. It's just motherfuckers like 40. Motherfuckers, can y'all count to 100? Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, y'all don't know how to count. Y'all don't know how to spell. Y'all don't know what tariffs are. Y'all believe in transgender mice. Y'all believe that transgenders are taking over the fucking world. Yet I haven't seen not one transgender in the Epstein files. Have you? Even with all them redactions and all those pictures they showed, I still haven't seen a transgender in them Epstein files. Sure as hell looks like a lot of Republicans in there. Ain't that crazy? Sure as hell haven't seen. Have you seen any drag queens in the Epstein's list? No, haven't seen that either. Have you seen anything that looks like they're part of the LGBTQ plus community, which is terrorizing our youth? But put it like this, right? Imagine the fact that MAGA right now is okay with ICE kidnapping people, but they don't put that same amount of money to find the kids that they have been kidnapped, or the missing kids, or the kids that are actually being trafficked. Isn't that crazy, MAGA? It's like y'all support these pedophiles. Because all this money that we've been putting into fucking ICE, you could have been finding all these kids. But that's right, you don't give a fuck about the kids. Because I'm an abortion. Abortion is wrong. So is raping and trafficking kids, you fucking pieces of shit. What's the fucking difference? So it's bad to have an abortion when it's needed, but it's okay to traffic kids. Oh, the FBI has found thousands of kids this year. Where's the list at? They found thousands of them. Where'd they put them? Because you found so many things, but you can never tell us where you put them. It's the same way when you start kidnapping people. You just put them in one detention center, then move them to another detention center, so the people that care for them can't actually find them. But, oh, that's what it is. You doing the same thing with the Epstein files. You got them over here because, first they were in Pam Bondi's desk. Then they didn't exist. Then it became a Democratic hoax. Then it became Democrats just making shit up. Then it came to, we can't redact all the files in time. I'm awfully confused, MAGA. Awfully confused. Like y'all want to elaborate? Like, any one of y'all can elaborate on this? Crazy. But I ain't got time for usernames. Talk about, hey, we're gonna release the whole files, and it's just a fucking black sheet. You know how corrupt MAGA is right now? That you trying to tell me that a well-known, convicted child trafficker can't release all the information because it's a national security risk. When the fuck have you ever heard that? When the fuck have you ever heard from any other administration or any other law enforcement that we can't release these files because it's a threat to national security? The dude was a convicted pedophile. What are you hiding? What are you hiding, MAGA? What are you hiding? Oh, and if y'all don't know, follow me up here. I'm live currently here because TikTok don't like when I talk like this sometimes. So sometimes they'll try to glitch my audio, or my screen starts freezing, or somebody will randomly report me for bullying and harassment when I'm only speaking the truth. So if y'all haven't, please go ahead and follow me on YouTube. You can watch me there. It's in 4K. You don't have any restrictions. There's not going to be any lag. There's not going to be any of that nonsense. The president we have is a threat to national security. Look at the fact that, when has Greenland ever mattered to anybody? And it's funny that MAGA will say, well, you got another 3 years. Bro, y'all got one left. One. Y'all got one left. You gonna try to start a war or some other shit. You gonna start a war with NATO just to say we don't have to go to fucking to the vote. Y'all haven't. Can y'all tell me which fucking special election MAGA has won in all this fucking last year? Please tell me. Oh my God, he said 3 elections. There's been like 15 fucking special elections. And the amount of Democrats that have won Trump ran and won districts after this is crazy. It's crazy how quick Republicans are turning on themselves. But the funny thing, yeah, they lost in Iowa. They losing in the reddest of places. That's the funny part. It was like, and you think you're gonna turn blue red? The states that are already red ain't got no hope. We don't want to change them. We don't want to turn these. But what? What are we gonna do after that? What's the point of that? Y'all gonna be stuck on stupid regardless. I can't wait. Man, shut your ass up. I ain't got time for no stupidity. Fucking all, it's always these no name, not having a picture, too scared to show their own face MAGA. Why is that? Can somebody explain that to me? Why is it that MAGA is always scared to show their faces? Even when they're not bots, like the first idiot I had here. No, anonymity equates being a bitch. There's no bravery. You started it off with the right B, but you messed it up with the bravery part. It was bitch. I was just like, come on now. It was just like, y'all so the toughest people that can't show their faces. It was just like, imagine you so tough that you want to grab people out their cars, but you can't show your face. I can't wait for the denials years from now in this about this era. Oh, see, this is perfect. They said, I can't wait for the denials years from now about this era. I didn't support Donald. I was never MAGA. I just have conservative values. What up, Southwest? Oh, those independents. Like I said, the independents. That's all of everybody's a fucking independent now. Watch in 2028 in 2026 this year, when all these places go blue, get rid of most of these people and they impeach this fuck. I didn't vote for this. I didn't vote for this. I didn't vote for this. I was an independent. I voted for Donald Trump, but I didn't vote for Jill Stein. But I'm an independent. Bitch, if you don't stop being such a bitch, shut the fuck up already. Y'all just so full of shit, man. That's why I put MAGA plus hypocrisy. It equals any one of these dumbasses that comes into this live. That's it. Because y'all can't imagine the fact that you can't stand 10 toes down on anything because you don't even believe in yourself. You the same one that's losing jobs or getting your job stolen or I don't even know. Oh, no. Even better. What up, Evie? Or even better, y'all the males going through the male loneliness epidemic. You hear this bitch shit? What kind of a bitch comes up with some nonsense like that? The male loneliness epidemic. Why don't you just call yourself a bitch? Not like... No, it like Emma, the thing is like the crazy part for me is like you want to talk about being a lonely male. I'm a happily married man. My wife is amazing. She's beautiful. I love her to death. I don't feel lonely. You know why? Because I treat that woman like a queen. Y'all people want to treat women like fucking property. And then you wonder why you don't get no ass. Like, you surprised? What'd you think was going to happen? What'd you think when you don't want to give them equal rights? What do you think when you don't want them to work and you want them to stay at home? You want them to cook. You just want them to clean. You don't want them to do anything that can actually make it look like You ain't shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Over here been I'm an alpha male. I'm an alpha male. But I'm a bitch. Like, shut the fuck up. That shit don't go together, man. You can't do that. Women are not interested in punk bitches. Plain and simple. Like, I don't understand the misconception. Like, how do you not understand that? Like, how is it that you cannot and you do not treat women correctly? You want to tell them they can or can't have an abortion? You want to tell them when they can go to the doctor, can't go to the doctor? You want to tell them that now they're not professionals and nurses? And then you wonder why they don't want to get, you don't get it? Oh, you still confused? You still confused? When the most educated demographic in this country is black women, but you still confused why they ain't trying to fuck you? Damn, it's just like, I don't think the Department of Education helps in that scenario, but maybe some critical thinking, being accepted and putting more money into that may save your male loneliness epidemic. Possibly. I'm not sure. I don't want to put things out there, but maybe treat women like women and you don't have that problem. That's just me, though. Because I know you're not going to ask the women. I know that already. I know that because you're going to be like, oh my God, she's threatening. She speaks so loud. She's assertive. Like, shut your bitch ass up. Like, God damn. Look, the funniest thing, see, it's always these ones. It was just like, you notice how no Democrat or no liberal has to ask what a woman is, but every Republican has to? Maybe that's why they don't want to fuck you. Maybe. 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 Republicans are always the ones talking about, what? Can you tell me what a woman is? Like, damn, bro. Just say you haven't gotten laid, and we can start the conversation from there. Do you know the word vagina? Does that ring a bell? Probably not, because you've probably never seen one. But it's okay. That's why it's always the fucking confusion of, oh my God, I'm good. I stick with my kind. I know you gay, bro, but it's okay to be gay. You don't have to fucking be in the closet about it. I'm an LGBTQ plus person over here. I love my LGBTQ plus community. Shit, like I always say, one of my moderators is gay. And he proudly say it. If you want to stick to your kind, it's okay. There's no judgment here. We're not MAGA. MAGA judges the things that they don't understand. MAGA judges the things that they will never achieve, like getting laid. That's why you have the male loneliness epidemic. That's why most of you males would rather go on Grindr and find another dude to dress up as a woman so that you can think you had sex or intercourse with a woman. It's okay. Because the funny thing is if you talk to a liberal gay man, that liberal gay man will say he's gay. He ain't hiding it from you. He'll openly tell you he's on Grindr. Y'all the ones that you gotta find in the back closet blowing somebody or doing some blowing bubba. That's what y'all want to do, blowing bubba. And then y'all want to act like, that wasn't me. I didn't do that. That wasn't me blowing bubba. Like I said the other time, it's like the these motherfuckers. This shit just kills me. That's why do you think the problem is? That's why now, see, busy, now you just got me. It's always the bathrooms. You know why? Because that's where they're usually sucking dick. So they don't want a woman or a person that they think is a woman to go in there catching them blowing bubba. Busy, thank you for that. You just enlightened the shit out of me. Now it makes sense. Because you notice what the biggest concern with transgender is? It's like, oh my God, they're in the woman's bathroom. This, and that. Last I checked, when they go into the bathroom, they never had an issue with any of the people in the bathroom. Like I said, we still haven't seen any, and I mean any, transgender in the Epstein files. Has anybody found anything? Because I haven't found anything. You would have thought that MAGA content creators and Republicans would have jumped on the fact that, oh, look, I found one. Oh, damn, that was just Donald Trump. Fuck. Yeah, no, sees, and that's the thing. The great thing about it is that's why I love Vegas, wherever you at. He had a friend that was a transgender woman that came onto my live. And she explained that the reason is that a lot of conservative white men hate the LGBTQ plus community is because they can't be free about themselves. Because they grew up in a conservative household that frowns upon that. So they were never able to be open as transgender people are now. And that's what it was. Most of these people would get thrown out or disowned or end up in the streets if they told their families they were gay. The crazy thing about this is MAGA's gonna act like they weren't in the 80s. Did y'all not see how everybody was dressing up? So y'all went through that fucking flavor and then decided since everybody else is doing it, like, oh no, we can't have this next generation dressing up like we did. This was our thing to do. Like, what? These were grown ass men that all these Republicans were fucking following that was dressing up as women in the 80s. You know what's funny to me? That MAGA want to act like drag queens just started. MAGA want to act like the LGBTQ plus community just started during Biden. That shit just started in the Biden administration. Like, the LGBTQ plus was established in the Biden administration. That's what they got to be thinking, because y'all got to be fucking stupid. You can't tell me, like, come on, man. It's like y'all been trying to fucking fight every single thing. Every single thing. I was just like, the LGBTQ plus community has been around for ages. You don't think the Greeks were fucking each other? Did you not read history? Oh, I forgot. My bad. Yeah, I don't read. I'm sorry. That's apologies. Apologies. Because I forgot y'all don't read. Y'all don't know history. Y'all get upset at history. Y'all the same ones that don't want critical race theory, because then you will learn how much of a bunch of bitches y'all were this whole fucking time. That's all it is. That's why y'all don't want that history to be shown. Y'all don't want critical race theory. It's not even just for black people. It's just for everybody. Y'all don't want to see that everything in this world, and I apologize to any white people that I have here, the cool ones, I fucks with y'all. But these dumb fuck ones, you can tell why nothing happened. Said TikTok might cancel you. They've done it already. That's why I got my YouTube. Y'all could go watch me on YouTube. I don't get reported over there for speaking the truth. TikTok gets upset at me speaking this way, but the thing is if I was actually lying, that'd be one thing. Same name on YouTube. Same name on YouTube. At Just Cruise On. Or the channel name is also Cruise Talks. You can watch it there. It's in 4K. Well, I think it's in 1440. I don't have it on 4K there, but widescreen, you see it's the whole picture and it's better quality than just little fucking thing that I got fucking squeezed into. I can't even run the right resolution on this shit. Put it like that. So see, Joshua's right here. There's a real one right here, yo. Y'all don't know Joshua? Follow Joshua. That's a real one right there. It was just like, it was just like, imagine me asking for reparations. Nah, bro, I've worked for all my shit. The same way every other black person has worked for all their shit. They haven't been given anything. Any minority in this country has had to work twice as hard to accomplish something that a white person wasn't able to do. And that's all over fucking history. That's all over history. It's all over history. Please tell me what, like, y'all lost the Civil War. What should have happened to y'all was that y'all should have gotten beat the shit out of and put in jail, and y'all should have became the people that were slaves. That's what should have happened. But the problem was that this country was too soft, and some of those same people in power still wanted to have some power and didn't want to lose power in its entirety. So they didn't want to put all those people in jail and lock them up. Because then they figure, damn, that should have happened to us too. Oh, they never want to teach you that part in history. Because the thing is, imagine this, right? Imagine you're MAGA, right? Imagine you're MAGA. You are so against the LGBTQ plus flag because it's anti-American to have it waving, and you shouldn't have the LGBTQ plus on the White House and all this shit. You shouldn't have it anywhere. But here y'all are rocking a Confederate flag. How does that make sense? How was that not the biggest part of hypocrisy that MAGA has? Y'all want to run a flag that lost, so you've been losing and stay losing the whole fucking time. What's the answer to that, MAGA? Y'all so American that y'all run the Confederate flag? She. Shout out to the dude. Remember he passed away. She. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Shit. I'm about to bring that shit back. I'm about to be the new version of him now. Every time y'all come up with some bullshit. Shit. The Confederate. Imagine, yo, Evie, the thing is you resonate with the Confederate flag, and y'all only existed for how long? Y'all can't even. Y'all weren't successful at anything. Y'all tried to go to war and got walloped. Talk about we big and bad. We big and bad. We're gonna keep our flags because it's our heritage. Bitch, y'all didn't even win anything. How long were you around for? Imagine claiming a heritage that only lasted like 3 years. Nah, it wasn't John Witherspoon. Wasn't John Witherspoon. Y'all lasted 3 years. The Confederacy only lasted 3 years, and this is the history you have to go behind. But then it's quick for anybody of color. They'd be like, you should get over it. Everybody else got to get over it, but y'all can't get over 3 measly years that y'all lost it. What the fuck? Yo, that shit is crazy. If that isn't Trump dick sucking syndrome, I don't know what the fuck is. Hold on, wasn't it? Was it not Donald Trump that just said that just because they landed a boat on there 500 years ago don't mean they got claim to the land? You sure that motherfucker graduated? You sure that motherfucker didn't just pay for his degree? Cause man, that's some questionable ass shit to say. That's beyond questionable to say. Talk about, so they landed there 500 years ago, but that don't count. So fucking Christopher Columbus is what? Or bitch ass Columbus? So what you're saying is the natives, you doing all this to give the land back to the Native Americans. If that's what you're doing, Trump, I ain't fucking with you. You got it. You got it. There's a wrong way of doing it, but if that's your end game, I'm all fucking for it. Oh, you mean this university? You mean that one? You mean that university? That's what he probably got hang up. That's how they never showed you his full office, right? He covered that shit in gold. That's where he got his fucking shit from. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit right here. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. How do you get sold at something that you were already on? How African kings sold Africans? Because the easiest way to say is that they were all African, but you mean to tell me all these Native Americans and all the people that were already on this land weren't there? They weren't there, right? Because Christopher Columbus found it, right? The year they got expelled out of Spain, that's when he found it, right? Right? Yeah, of course, of course, of course. Let's let's talk about fucking Black history when we know your school never taught any of it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. It's funny. Look, let me guess. Another person that has a private account that doesn't post anything. How surprising. Why is it that y'all never have a following? Hey, Fun Dip, I'm gonna ask you this since you want to be all loud and boisterous, right? What has Donald Trump done wrong? The floor is yours. What has Donald Trump done wrong? Because if you stay awfully quiet, that means you should probably shut the fuck up. Because clearly you don't do. I don't agree with all he does. Oh, so you one of the ones that voted for Trump, but now ain't happy with when we told you this would happen. You one of those, or you an independent conservative? Which one is it? Because unless you're a conservative and you telling me you voted for Kamala, there you go. Exactly. Another fucking bootlicker. It doesn't fucking change with y'all. I don't agree with all he does, but you can't call him out on it either. That sounds like a bitch move to me. I ain't got no problem calling out anybody. I call out Republicans and Democrats because I'm neither one. But MAGA will be the first ones to come in here because it's MAGA in here. They think, oh my God, he's a liberal. No, I'm just not fucking stupid like y'all. I don't listen to everything he says and fucking agree. I don't fucking say, oh my God, Donald Trump, he's doing everything. He's doing everything correctly. Like raising tariffs, raising prices, making our healthcare go up because he still doesn't have a fucking plan for healthcare after 8 fucking years. Republicans is so great at governing that they're gonna take what the Democrats said to do and then extend it to be like, yes, we fixed healthcare. That's what MAGA does. Donald Trump has not created anything on his own throughout this whole time process except fucking scheme for shit. The thing is like No, no. Hold on. I'll explain that. I'll explain. I'll explain that. The the insulting is one of the, it's like an inside joke that we have on this channel that I had MAGA on here before and they were trying to like argue with me, and instead of spelling insulting, they spent insulting. So that's a running thing here that, when they get soft and snowflakey, they get insulted because, we don't insult people. Right? We insult them because of how bitter they are. So that's that's like MAGA lighting. Yes, exactly. That was something also created here. That was also here. Just so you know, MAGA lighting is when MAGA tries to gaslight you, but since they suck at everything they do, they're unsuccessful. So we call it MAGA lighting here. We got terminologies for a lot of shit here. We do this. We do this all the time. When they don't ban me and when they don't try to say that I am bullying or harassing them, that it tends to happen a lot here. I guess it seems that I supposedly bully people. And I use it all the time because it's true. It's MAGA lighting. It was like they try to gaslight you into believing that what they're saying has any relevance. And then the thing is like I said, here, a lot of the people that have been here before know how I am. I'm a very straightforward person. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna tell you I'm wrong. I haven't heard MAGA say anything wrong. MAGA has never done anything wrong this whole fucking year. They haven't messed up on anything. They haven't gotten anything incorrect. They haven't gotten anything done. But then we supposed to believe in everything that they have accomplished, but they can't tell us what they have accomplished. Funded, you haven't been able to say anything. No, Biden didn't get anything correct. He got some things correct. He didn't get everything correct, because no president ever does. The difference is that with Republicans and MAGA, Donald Trump has done no wrong. Y'all been dealing with the flip-flop of Taco and his fucking tariffs, and y'all still don't say that has been wrong. Oh, see, that's what I was talking about. That's what they did. Look, this is what you got to say about MAGA, right? MAGA can't even spell the number 40 right. You know how you spell 40? Forty? The White House decided to tweet today that over 43 states have lower gas than $3. 40 spelled Fourty. Please do not come up at me with any kind of fucking intelligence when the White House can't even spell fucking 40. Y'all lose all, the credibility that y'all have continues to dwindle because you don't have anything to back up your claims. Y'all were the same ones. See, the thing is that being a MAGA Trump dick sucking syndrome having piece of shit, you basically believe the same thing. Remember when gas was $1.98? You remember? You remember when it was $1.98? And now one of you fucking dumbasses could have fucking made a video about it? Oh no, Fun Dip. The thing is I don't always pay attention to stupidity. Because the thing is what you have noticed is that a lot of you MAGA fucking retards have decided that, you know what? We don't want to show our flag anymore. A lot of y'all ain't running y'all flags anymore. So when I say y'all were all happening, all of y'all were wearing that red fucking dumb fuck hat. And y'all were like, what was it? Fuck Brandon? Y'all remember all that shit? All of a sudden, y'all got awfully fucking quiet. See, and this is what MAGA does. MAGA will try to stick to something because it's like, look, I can prove he said something. Everything else he said, I'm gonna stay quiet about. But everything else, I'm gonna just pick this one topic and I'm gonna try to make him seem like he's wrong. But when I'm defending pedophiles, I don't want to talk about that. When the law is being broken by Pam Bondi, which has a law. What's up, y'all? You surprised? You surprised? Are you surprised though? Are you? Are you surprised? Are you? Are you though? Yeah, these motherfuckers. I love the fact y'all all come. Yeah, it ended because they hate speech and hateful behavior, harassment and bullying. They hit me with the fucking double effect. Imagine that. Let me close this shit out. That's what I tell people. Y'all gotta watch me over here. Yeah, Papa. That's why it's like y'all the only ones. They're the only ones that always do that shit. It was just like, look at this, and you suspended me for 3 days because of what? What did I say? What did I say to offend a grown ass adult that's over 18? Imagine that, huh? Imagine that. Yeah, you know they did, because the thing is that's what they do. Whenever they get called out on their ignorance, they get quiet about it. It wasn't even that, because I asked. It was just like, you notice how you want to stick on the talking point saying that I said all MAGA wear fucking rock a MAGA flag. It was like, then you don't identify as MAGA if you don't wear the gear, because that's your whole fucking personality. But then you didn't want to cover any other thing I fucking said. That's what MAGA does. They'll try to talk to one ticking point because it's like, well, if I got you wrong on this, this loses your whole credibility. But then when you're fucking defending pedophiles, nothing, right? Then it's awfully quiet. Then we ain't got nothing to say there. We'll keep that part to ourselves. Like, come on, bro. Let me guess. I'm probably going to be told that I can do training to basically. Oh, I even received a strike. Crazy. Crazy. Hold on, let me see something real quick. I gotta see because the thing is just like I'm like it's interesting. You know what the funny thing is that I just got monetized by TikTok too. Motherfuckers like we ain't paying this bitch. We ain't paying this motherfucker. Fuck this guy. Mm. Let's see, my live did not contain any of that. Appeal. I gotta beat the appeal. And not for nothing though, everything you said was fact, part of the language. We grown ass people. If you 18 or over, that means that's the only reason you should be in my life because you're an adult. If you can't handle foul language, it's as easy as swiping up. Case in point, being a bitch. Case in point. Hold on. I submitted my appeal, but it's whatever though. It's whatever. It's just crazy to me because that's the thing. It's just like y'all grown ass people getting mad for what? What are you getting mad about? Why are you upset? And then the thing that kills me is the fact that it's just like it doesn't allow you to go live. So my thing is like TikTok should allow me to still continue to go live and maybe make it that you can't make any money off of it, but you can still go live. That should be the restriction. Because that's basically censoring me at the fact that somebody else is lying about the shit. Like that's plain and simple. Plain and simple. I should make a video. But like, hey, yeah, I'm currently live on YouTube because, I was on camera and they didn't like what I was saying. So they decided to restrict my account and ban me for supposedly hate speech, which I'm never hateful towards anybody. And then for supposedly bullying when I was just telling them the facts about the Confederate flag and them only winning for like 3 years and then claiming that's their heritage. But hey, we're on YouTube. Check us out. There we go. Because of heritage. That's what I think upset them. The fact that I was talking about their heritage, like, bro, your heritage only lasted 3 fucking years. Y'all haven't done anything. Is the thing is like these people, the main consensus with these people is that they always want to say that everything that the other side does is literally what they complain about. Everything that the other side does is what they haven't achieved. Everything that the other side does is something that is supposedly so wrong because we can't accomplish it or we can't do it or they're stealing our jobs or the education system sucks, and it's all of their doing. Because people are educated enough to not know this. But the only people that aren't educated are the people that don't know what's going on. They're the ones that are missing out on everything. They're the ones that can't remember or can't analyze and can't fucking have the thought process to think, damn, what the fuck is he talking about? Well, Donald Trump didn't say this, so I don't believe this guy. But Donald Trump, like, bro. Well, I guess here we can have a conversation of a couple of things I was talking about because, TikTok will get mad and won't pass my shit around. But I made a couple of videos today. And the one that I made was about that Jonathan Ross dude, the fucking Renee Good murderer getting doxxed. But that lady completely ignored me when I said, why is it okay for them to fly the Confederate but not us fly our home country's flag? Is that they stayed quiet because that's what I'm saying. That's the hypocrisy of it. That's the hypocrisy of it. You running a flag that lost the war. So if you can run that flag around your thing, which is anti-American, which is anti being part of the United States, then anybody should be able to run their flag because that's their heritage. Oh, no. You haven't seen the videos already? There's videos already coming out of people talking about, oh, my husband just found out that the taxes he was going to get, the no tax on overtime is only the half part. There's already videos coming out. It's going to be fucking funny. That shit is already funny because they already getting videos. They're already making videos talk about we filed our taxes and we saw that we weren't getting what we thought we were going to get back because of the overtime thing. I was just like, that's because we told you. We told you that. And it's the thing is that you're not even getting everything tax-free. You're only getting that half. And it's only up to $20,000. So literally, I know, you know what's going to be funny? Because it's going to be all these fucking MAGA, blue collar men, the manly of the manliest, that work like 70 fucking plus hour weeks talking about, I'm going to get paid. And then they're going to be mad as fuck. And I don't think this administration has thought that through. Because they're going to lose even more people at the fact that, oh shit, Bro, I didn't make no extra money. They ain't making no extra money. That's already certain. They ain't making that much extra money. They thought they were going to make extra money. It's not going that way. It's not happening. So now they're going to have to deal with that, and then they're going to start asking for more money, because then all of a sudden I should be getting, the OT is putting them in a higher tax bracket, and they might, oh, don't tell them. Fuck around and find out, right? Just let them fuck around and find out. Just, hey, let them be. Let them be. That's the same thing with the stupidity of putting, that's the same thing with the cash tips, not getting overtime. If your dumb motherfucking ass actually puts the fucking cash you made in tips on your income tax, you deserve to owe the IRS. I'm sorry. You deserve it. You should lose your job for that. Literally. You should just lose your job for that. Because that'll be the stupidest thing. Because that's what they don't understand. You're not getting enough. You're not getting enough actual tax free. But then, like you said, they're going into higher tax brackets, meaning that you are going to get more taxes taken out. And that credit that you're going to get is not going to cover the amount that you are going to be taking out in taxes because you are in a higher bracket. The amount of people that are going to owe in taxes because they thought they were going to make big money is going to be wild. But the thing is this is the thing. This is where us as intelligent people understand that, because the thing is the whole purpose of that is to have them in debt. Because the thing is now when you file, you're going to owe the IRS money. And we already know you got a job. So since we know you got a job and you owe the IRS money, we can now garnish your wages to get our money back. So now this upcoming year, you're going to make even less because you got to pay them first. Yo, 2026 is going to be lit. Shit's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. When these people see the amount of money that they owe and the amount of the IRS is talking about, hey, bro, we going to take your taxes. Because you know the IRS ain't going to talk that interest. You know the IRS ain't going to talk about, hey, we need to set up a payment plan. The IRS ain't going to do that unless they call them. And you know these dumb fucks ain't going to pick up the phone and call the IRS. And if they do, they probably don't even know what the fuck they got to say. So the IRS is going to come after those garnishments head on. It's not going to be a payment plan. It's going to be, damn, you ain't getting paid. That shit happened to me in the military one time. I got a check. Yo, 1 month I got paid I think it was $127 for a whole month. And that's because they had overpaid me. And then they took all the money back. I made $127 for a full month of work. So I could only imagine what MAGA's gonna do. But at least, while I was in the military, I still had a home, still had electricity, had the DFAC to go eat to. So it was rough, but it was bad. But it wasn't like I gotta pay a mortgage, I gotta pay a car note, I gotta pay car insurance, I gotta pay house insurance, I gotta pay health insurance, I gotta pay daycare. Because this is the other thing that they haven't realized, that with all the money that they're going to owe in that situation, that's not even counting the healthcare thing. Because the thing is the House voted to extend the ACA subsidies for another 3 years. Which health insurance decided to drop the amount that the premium was going to be because of that? Not one of them. Why? Because they already submitted the forms to people to renew their healthcare coverage. So if this does pass, what's going to happen is that you're still going to be paying a higher premium, and then you still might get some deduction in what you have to pay, but your premium is still going to be higher. So you're basically getting fucked regardless. That's the part that they don't explain, and that's the part that they don't pay attention to. All this is going to happen regardless. Look at all the supposed, you're going to get, remember what happened to that check people were going to get of, to pay for their own healthcare? Y'all remember that check? Like, look, everybody should be expecting an extra $7,000 to pay off their IRS taxes. The $2,000 from the tariff check, the fucking $5,000 from Doge. That money, the thing. I already see what they're gonna do. These motherfuckers think they slick. This is what they're gonna do. All these people are gonna owe so much money that they're just gonna be like, well, you were supposed to receive a $2,000 tax refund and a Doge check, but since you owe this in taxes, you won't be receiving it. Watch. Y'all heard it here first. Watch. That's exactly what they're gonna fucking play. And then be like, well, you owe all this in tariff. So what we're gonna do is to offset the money you owe in taxes, we're not gonna send you those checks, and we're gonna put those checks into there. Oh yes, and the other $1,000 for getting pregnant. I can't get that one, unfortunately. So I'm only getting 7,000. You might get 8,000. I'm only getting 7 because I can't pop them out like that. Sorry. And these dumb motherfuckers are gonna be trying to pop out babies left and right, like 1,000 here, 1,000 there, 1,000 there, and then they're gonna get that first fucking hospital bill for the first one and be like, we fucked up. But like, damn, maybe we shouldn't have had all these fucking kids. We can't afford any of them right now. Bro, that is the most fucking mobster shit I've ever fucking heard. Yo, we gonna kidnap a president. Then we gonna take over the country. But we're not gonna put the oil money into the country. We're gonna put it in offshore accounts. Why? Why the fuck do we have offshore accounts as the United States? That shit just flew all over MAGA's head. That's how dumb these fucks are. That shit flew entirely above their head, talking about the money's gonna be in offshore accounts. Bro, but I'm onshore. You hadn't heard about the pregnancy money? Yeah, they said that they were gonna start a Roth IRA or a traditional Roth account with $1,000. No, see, to Republicans, it's not theft. It's diversifying their portfolio. Best way to put it. They doing it. The thing is see, this is the thing. This is the thing. They are using that Germany basically game plan. That's what they're trying to use. They're trying to use the German game plan. The difference about it is that the Jewish community then didn't have weapons. The Jewish community then doesn't have the support like this country supports minorities. Because the thing is what most people don't know is that all the European countries gave up their Jewish people. That's one fact that a lot of fucking Americans never got taught in American history. We never got taught that history when it came to that. I went and I visited Auschwitz in Poland. Not the best fucking place to fucking visit. I did that shit on my birthday, and people were just like, bro, you would go to the most somberest place on my birthday. The thing was, it was just like, I wanted to spend my birthday alone, and I wanted to just learn something on my birthday. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna go to Auschwitz on my birthday. Nobody else with me. I went over there. I went through all the museums. I went through one of the gas chambers, and it explained how all the European countries put their Jewish communities in trains and sent them to Germany when then Germany sent them to those camps. Something a lot of people don't know. The difference here is that each state is not giving up their minorities. They have to go to the states where they think it's okay for them to do it. But look what happened when they went to North Carolina. Oh man, the air, bro, the air, that air, let me tell you, walking through Auschwitz was it was very somber. But then it was worse when you went into specific buildings, because the way they have it set up is that when you're walking through, so you basically walk through your parking lot, you walk through and there's the gates, you walk through the gates, and as you walk in, there's just buildings. And these were all buildings where they housed these people. The thing is that they have the museum basically set up as the different nationalities. So you go into this building, it was the Polish people. You go into this building, it was people from the Netherlands. You had these people from this country, and each building has a different story to tell. The Polish one, to me, was one of the worst ones because it literally had a picture of every single person along the fucking walls. Every single face was up on that wall, on both sides of the wall. And those buildings are long. There was about 4 rows of pictures. Then there was one of the buildings. Okay, I have pictures of all of it because I took pictures of everything. And it was just like there's one that just shows their shoes. Just their shoes. And it is a whole, imagine like I would say like maybe 15 by 30 foot room with a glass thing, and it's shoes. Just shoes. Nothing but shoes. Matter of fact, see, the thing is here on YouTube, I can actually show y'all. Give me a second. That's the difference between streaming on TikTok and on YouTube. On YouTube, I'll be able to share my screen and I can show you those pictures. Give me a sec. Let me see this. No, that was, oh, and their glasses. Hold on, I have to share. Give me a second. Give me a second so I can do that for you. Main share screen. Let me block this out. And then it should update to just a black screen, me and the small thing. Yeah. So now y'all seen it. Let me just add the program so y'all can see it. Can I do that? Or maybe let me just add an image so I can show y'all the pictures. I have to browse through it, but yeah. So that was the experience. It's a crazy experience. Like the somberness and just being in there was very thing, but it was just something that I felt like I want to do this because I want to see this. I want to be able to say that I've seen this and like experience it, but also be able to tell my kids about this, that I went there and I saw it. Let me see. That is all their glasses. Hold on. That is the glasses. That is a room just of their glasses. That's just straight up glasses. That's all their glasses. Let me see where the other ones are. Which one is this one? And it shows you like the living conditions and stuff like that. Let me see, where are the shoes? Okay, so that's the video. Let me show you. I will show you a video of it if it allows me to show the video. Let's see if it allows me to show the video. Okay, so the video, I would have to make a video to do it. There's another one. This is all like the pots and pans that people came with. This is all like the pots and pans that the people came with when they came, like with their luggage, and they just got stripped from their places. That's what it is. This is the one. This is part of it. This is me just taking a picture of just the shoes. What's that? Where's the shoe not showing up? What the fuck is that picture? Just show. This is part of it. So this is basically what y'all seeing now. That's part of their shoes. That's just a thing. I have to put it so that I can show y'all the video, because I did a recording showing from like one whole side to the other side. That's their shoes. The video is, let me see, hold on. It's let me show y'all the video, because the video is literally like, if y'all see the video, y'all will see the video of me like walking through that long ass corridor, which I said it was like 15 by 30. It was probably longer. So let me just get that up for y'all. Media source. Okay. Where's it at now? Because a lot of the stuff I ended up taking videos of to do it. So hold on. Pause it. Rotate this. Not make it too large so it doesn't mess up the sizing. So this is the video. So what I'm basically going to show you, this is what I basically saw going through there. This was me walking, and I just recorded it, and it's a video of me walking through the corridor of it. So that basically what you're seeing, that I said it was like 15 by 30. As you can see, that's longer than that. And that's literally every set of shoes of every person that went through Auschwitz. Yeah, so yeah, that was that. But you go through, and there's tons of videos. Like, I think this is this it? Because the thing is they basically notated everybody that they did this to. They notated it all, and they put it on there. So it's very tough to see it. It's very tough to view it. It's even worse when you're there, because then there's places where they show you, like some of those buildings show you where they where they were living, what the living conditions were. They didn't have. Yeah, and that's the thing. I took a bunch. That's what I took. And I took videos because a lot of it was just like I couldn't. I just like recorded because I was walking through it. Because I went there. Maybe I think it was like maybe like 2 hours before closing, but I was lucky enough that there wasn't a lot of people. So I was able to just like sucks it was on my birthday, but I enjoyed it because it was just like I was able to go through and I learned so much history of something that I never actually got a full perspective of. I never got taught these things. Nobody ever gets taught these things. Nobody ever gets taught um people being shipped from different places. And see, and it explains also that in the time period where the war was going, they started moving around a lot of them. So it shows how Auschwitz was being shut down, and then while Auschwitz was being shut down, it was then it was then they were sending them to different camps in Germany and across Europe. Because a lot of people think it's just like that's what a lot of people don't realize that a lot of these camps were not in Germany at first. A lot of these camps were outside of Germany. So the thing is when it comes to these people that are supposedly being deported and stuff like that, you don't really know where they're going because they literally got shipped over there, and that's the last you heard of them. And that's it's basically the same thing going over, but it's just like for me, there's a lot more anger towards these people because I witnessed this. I seen this. I seen what they did. I seen how they moved people. I see how they treated people, how they put people in certain places, how they had them live, how they had their shoes, how they had. There's one room. Where the fuck is it? Oh, the suitcases. I could show you this one too. Hold on. Stop that one. Properties. Change it to. Oh, there's another video of the shoes, I believe. It's just too much. What's this? There's another video of more shoes showing basically. That's like a closer view of it, but that was part of another room. So you see how I'm spinning, and it's two sides of the room full of shoes. So the first video I showed you was this side of the wall, the continuation of it. The first part of the video was the other half of the room, which is basically, like I said, these are long buildings and corridors, and they just have them that way, and that's what they had. So they had all those shoes like that in there. You have their shoes and their suitcases. They have all their suitcases basically put there, basically showing like whatever everybody brought, because that's what basically most of these people had. They had their suitcases, and that's it. If you had glasses, they got taken away, they got thrown. You had this other one is, hold on, and then you have this right here. This was like all their belongings. So if you had crutches, anything that you had, that was also taken also. So it's like it's crazy going through the situation and going through that and then witnessing the same aspects and the same things that are ongoing now. So that's, I think, the more concerning part, because the thing is you see these things happening. You see the same similarities. For some people, they don't care, because the thing is some of these people are ignorant and they've been racist, so they don't care. It's not affecting them. They know they are never going to be dragged out of their homes. They know they're not going to be stopped by ICE to be asked, "Hey, are you American or not?" So for them, they don't care because it's something that doesn't hit them. But the thing is, what I find crazy is a lot of these people have heritages that come from this background. And that's the part that fucking confuses the fuck out of me. So many people come from this background. So many people have this heritage. So many people have this. So many people's families went through this shit. The thing is I don't see it. I would hope it doesn't repeat itself. I can't say that it won't, but the thing is I don't think it'll be the same outcome. Oh, and then I do have a video. Oh, I never took a picture of the whole location. Oh, yes, I did. Okay, hold on. Let me show y'all this. This is in Berlin. So what I'm going to show you is this picture, right? See all that? That is a memorial in Berlin. This is a memorial in Berlin. You see how all these stones are there? Those are all different stones, right? Each one of those stones was a location. Each one of those stones was a location, or basic. Well, every single one of them wasn't, but it signified a different location. So within those rocks, they have the different concentration camps that they had. So it basically highlights every single concentration camp that was there. So pictures like this. So you would go, and the next one would be like, where's the Auschwitz one? I'll make these larger so I can't fucking see my blind ass. Took my glasses off, I can't see shit. So like that. That's the Auschwitz one. Then you go and then you have Sachsenhausen. And you have that. Then you have this one. Another. Then you had this one. Another. And that's all along all those rocks. And all those the rocks that have a name on them, they're all basically concentration camps that they had. Every single one of those. So every single one of those markers basically showed that, and it had that. It's just a continuation. The whole way through is just like different rocks that have different names on them, and some of I think they're aligned in a way where they show like geographically where they were. I think, but I'm not sure. I didn't get to go to a lot of those. But no, they do have one. What the fuck is it? Hold on. Where is the memorial? Not sure if I took a picture of it. Did I not take a picture of it? I didn't take. Oh, here it goes. Where is that picture? Because I have like the Berlin Wall and shit like that, but this was a picture. I believe it's the Jewish memorial that they have in Berlin. What picture is that? So it starts up top. this. Okay. That's a, I believe, a Jewish memorial that they have over there, and each one of those is like a different block representing people. Yeah, that's what it basically like. That's what I tell people. Like, if you travel, it's a very yeah. Let's see where Berlin, and that's how it is. That's how it is over there. Like, there's a lot of history that you just don't you you will never. Yeah, those were states, and those were the concentration camps in those locations. So there's over one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Hold on. Let me see if I can try to count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51 different locations that have a name in those bricks. 51 of them. I took a picture of every single one. So there's 51 different pictures with different names of different locations. And I took a picture of every single one of them while I was there. So yeah, there's a ton. So it's not only like Germany, you don't see most of it. You see a lot of like the castles and a lot of the old school stuff, but you don't see all you don't see the whole ordeal basically, which is something that most people, like I said, most people don't see that, they don't witness that, they don't experience that, and that's one of the major things there that it's just like most people don't see that. Yeah. So damn, they didn't approve my appeal, y'all. Damn. Guess y'all see me on the 15th. Well, but yeah, ain't that some shit? But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that's how it was. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. That's just like I said. That was, and that's all of it's not the same, but still gives insight of what they did. The thing, what I noticed is that a lot of the Holocaust museums in the United States don't teach it right. Because I've gone to different ones. I've gone to different museums and stuff like that, talking about the Holocaust. Not nowhere did I learn that all of Europe sent their Jewish people to the Germans. So basically, how they're trying to round up immigrants is basically the same way. But instead of it being that ICE has to go to everything, a lot of these countries did not want to start a war with Germany or did not want to battle Germany because Germany was the superpower, the same way the US is, and they didn't want to start any problems with those countries. So they literally rounded up all their Jewish people, put them on a train, and sent them away. That's something that nowhere in the US you will see. Yeah, no, I've seen that. I've seen how they do that, but they don't tell you that it was that country that they were in sent them. I was just like, and it's terrible because, like I said, all those pictures of all those shoes, all those pictures of all their belongings, all that shit. The the most eerie place I walked through was the actual gas chamber, and those gas chambers were not all that big. I'll tell you that much. And I was a chemical soldier in the military. And when I tell you that that shit was not, it wasn't that big. Hold on, do I actually have the video? Is this it? Yes, it is. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. I actually do have a video of the chamber. Fuck it go. Let me start this over. Oh shit. So you can see the full. This is what I got off of my phone. So this is basically you walking through the chamber in Auschwitz. And the what's that? You are in a building where the SS murdered thousands. Please maintain silence here. Remember their suffering and their respect for their memory. And that's walking up. Um, yeah, that was. Let me see. Is this another video? I think I have, because I think I have two. No, the other one is just like corridors. It was just like small corridors where they would put like the people that didn't listen, like kind of like confinement kind of thing. They did that with people also, and they showed they have that for you to be able to walk through and see also. But that there, that was one of the places where you just like you felt the energy change. It's like that first part of the video, that's where they would be gassed. You felt like, I don't know how to explain it, but you felt what was in there. You felt something in there when you walked through that area. And then that last part where you feel like, where you see that opening when you walk out and you see the exit, you see how you feel how the energy changes. That was one of the weirdest fucking feelings of being there. It was like when you walk into that chamber, you feel. I don't know. I don't know. I can't describe that feeling. That was one of the weirdest feelings I've ever had. You walk into that area, you feel it. And then once you got to that opening where the door exits, it's like that opening, there was nothing that happened there. And that energy isn't there. The energy like escapes from there. But all the energy in that little first area, you feel that. I've never been able to explain that. Probably the first one of the few times I've actually spoken about that. But that was something that was weird to experience, because you felt something in that area. And then when you walked out, because that shit is quiet as hell. It's quiet as hell. You don't hear a pin drop. You don't hear anything. No, it's just quiet. Yeah. And so you know what I'm talking about there, but that shit, it was just walking through there, it's like you felt something. It wasn't like I don't know, but you can feel something when you walk through there. And then when that little opening, when you see the door at the end that you walk out, you can just feel like it went away. Through that first part, you just feel something, and then once you walk towards the entrance, before you get out the entrance, it like dissipates, and then when you walk out, you don't feel anything. That was just one of the most eeriest fucking feelings I've had. So, but that's one thing I would love to take my kids to see. But the thing is I want to go see other ones, because the thing is all of them had their own thing, and all of them had their different things. Like one of the buildings, it was like the Netherlands building. That one, when you walked into it, it has, I believe it was the Netherlands one. It has a breakdown of it has a breakdown of like all the trains, all the trains, like how many people got loaded into it, how many women, how many men, how many children, how many got in on this stop, how many people they put on this stop. When it got to the next stop, told you how many people got off or got on. Then it went to the next stop, and it has a full breakdown of all these people being loaded into certain parts of the train, some people getting off to get onto another train to be sent somewhere else, and some staying on that train to go all the way to the end. And yeah, it wasn't even like there, it didn't feel cold, and it wasn't chills. It wasn't cold, and it wasn't chills. That's what made it even more like um I don't know, it made it more eerie, I think, because it's just like you feel, when you get goosebumps, but you didn't get goosebumps walking through there. You didn't. It wasn't cold. It didn't give you the chills. It didn't give you the, like your hair wasn't standing up. It's just like felt you felt energy that you can't explain. Because like I said, I understand, like that's why I was just like colds and chills, I can explain that, but it did not. It was room temperature. Room temperature in there. It was a nice day. It was a nice day too, but it was just room temperature. It wasn't cold. You didn't get no chills, no goosebumps. You just felt, yeah. It you felt the heaviness, but you couldn't explain it. And I still can't explain it. I haven't been able to come up with words to explain it. No, the thing is like when you're walking through the buildings, you don't get that same energy. You do feel something when you walk into that room of shoes. You feel it, but not like how it was in the gas chamber. That gas chamber just that put my body into a weird feeling. And I was just like, I will say that night I drank heavily. I went out and I did. I think it was like a pub crawl or something over there, and I got fucking shit faced drunk. I didn't want to remember most of the shit I saw that day. Um, and I just blamed it on my birthday, basically. But yeah, that was something that, like I said, I have that. Maybe that's what I should do. I should probably just make a video off of this and just show people this, because most people have never seen this. Most people don't even know this exists. So maybe I do that. Maybe I do that as a video for TikTok, just explaining what it is and just taking these clips and making it into a video and showing people like this is what you don't understand about what Germany did and how it coincides with what's going on today. So that's why I'm very adamant and I'm very outspoken against MAGA for things like this, because this is something I experienced. Um, and I don't think a lot of people have seen this or know about this history. A lot of them just know there's like, oh, people were taken into concentration camps, and then they just know about the one or two. I just gave you the names of 51 different places. I have the pictures of 51 different places where this same thing was happening to the Jewish community. So it's a very, yeah. So definitely that's what I think I am gonna do. I'm gonna probably sit down and start taking the pictures and try to organize them as best I can. Just to show certain ones like, hey, if you see this or something like this is what happens when people don't care, when people think they're above people, when they're superior. Um, and that's what it is. The video of the shoes, I think, alone will, that alone. There was, I believe, I don't think I had the fucking courage to take the picture of it. But I believe there was a room with their hair. And I just couldn't take the picture of it. I'm looking through and I don't see it. Because a lot of them got that buzz cut when they got in there. Let's see if I find the picture. Yeah, the shoes alone, that room, you felt it. You felt the energy there. Wasn't like in the chamber, but you felt the energy when you saw all them fucking shoes. Because it's literally just shoes on shoes on shoes on shoes on shoes. It's a whole fucking floor just the fucking shoes. Oh, this is the video. This is the video I was telling you about. I believe the Polish people. This is the one with the Polish people. I was saying it was just like all on. That's the whole building, and that's a picture of every single one of them. So like, oh, it's three rows of it, but that whole building. That's of every person. That's just replaying it there, but that's of everybody that was Polish descent. All of them in that building. All of them have their pictures, and they have all of their pictures on the wall. There's not many of the other buildings don't have. A lot of the other buildings did not have. So that made that Polish building a bit more eerie because they had a picture of all of the Polish people. So that made it like that. So yeah. I'm trying to see if I do have the picture. I don't think I had the that was I think the building I walked out of where I was just I would say I was a bit overwhelmed by that. That was a bit overwhelming. Because there's pictures of like their beds, how they live, their living conditions, the ones that because you know how I always tend to be saying it was just like it's always your own people. Well, they had their own people that they were in charge of what was going on to the other people, but they were seen as the better ones, so they got away and were able to live a bit better while everybody else suffered because they were willing to be those people. That's only the people of Polish descent. That's the crazier part. That was only the people of Polish descent. The other buildings don't have pictures of everybody. They have pictures of certain people here and there. The Polish building, that was literally every single Polish person that went through there. That was a picture of every single one of them. And then where was it? Was this the firing wall? Yeah, see, because this is the picture they have of the Netherlands one. What the fuck was that picture I just had? Hmm. Why am I not seeing it? Is this picture? Oh, because it's a video. Is it a video? That's why I can't find it on here? No, it's a regular picture. Ah, that's why. Some of the pictures aren't showing up because the thing can't show it. So I have to use a different program to highlight the picture. Let me see if I can see it now. That's why I was just like I was so confused. 'Cause it was like I'm looking at the pictures right now on one folder and I can't find it. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. The amount of history that's there that a lot of people have never even considered or even seen. It's ridiculous what's out there. I can't find a fucking picture here for some reason. It's not populating. But yeah, there's tons of pictures. I have as many pictures as I could take, but certain ones like that room I just didn't. I couldn't. I couldn't. I didn't want to remember that. I knew it was there, and I went through there. It's not something I want to remember. And then it shows there's a picture I have also that it shows the canisters. That I can't show you. The canisters that were used. If it populates it. That was the canisters, and it shows you that. Yeah, it's when you walk through there, it's like I said. I always get shit for it because it was just like they'd be like, "Bro, you went there on your birthday." Oh, this is how they had the crematorium. So those were the canisters that they used. So they show the canisters, and then this is a picture of the design they had for the crematoriums. Literally, they would just funnel people in there and just cremate them. Well, I guess that's my history class for today. Yeah. Um, yeah. That was my experience in Auschwitz. I've been to many places, and I hope to go back again to many of these places. Um, Traveled a good amount of Europe, seen a lot of things in Europe. Was in Italy, went to Rome, went to Venice, been in Switzerland, been in Prague, been in the Netherlands, went to the Colosseum. I could show y'all that. Show you the Colosseum real quick. This shit up. It's just basically a football stadium now. Same concept, same thing. It just is a football stadium now. Same thing. Same concept. That is me taking a panoramic pic of the Colosseum. So I got to, the military did help me with that, I will say. The military did give me that opportunity to travel the world, see different things, see different places. Um, but yeah, that was one of the places I always wanted to go to. Always wanted to visit Auschwitz. So that was something that I chose. It was just like it was my birthday weekend. I was given a couple of days off. So I chose I am going to go and I'm going to go see this because this is something I've always wanted to see. Is this it? Oh no, I did. I do have the video of the hair. I took a video. It wasn't just a picture. I do have the video of the room for the hair. It just looked like it was shoes. But it I do have that video. 1 second. I thought I did it. That is what you're seeing. The same I was walking through all the rooms with all the shoes. That is all hair. Didn't make that one longer. That was all hair. Yeah. So yeah. Um that was Auschwitz. So like I said I haven't been able to go to these other locations, but that's something that that I am trying to do. I would like to go back to these other places just so I can see the history that's within the different locations. Because as you saw, there was at least 51 different locations. There was probably more, but those were the ones that were the Berlin Memorial has in each one of those blocks. They have that. And maybe I believe I took a picture of every single one of them. I probably missed some because I overlooked it and didn't realize that I missed it. But I took a picture of a lot of those. And you could just walk through there. They have the memorial in Berlin. You can walk through there. So, yeah, that's all I got. I don't think I have anything else to say for the night, y'all. And this brought back a lot of that feeling that I couldn't explain. But this is what makes me the way I am. This is why I am so adamant and loud against MAGA and against ICE and against what this country's doing right now. Because I view this. And they always say history repeats itself. But I will do everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen. I have kids, I have a wife, I have family. Just won't stand for it. So, as always, y'all, be good to one another, take care of one another, look out for one another, love one another, stay marvelous while doing it. I will probably make a video, try to make it as good as I can. That's at least maybe like 10 minutes long, just showing and probably like just maybe like talking over all of this. And just showing like the different aspects of the things that happened and the people and the history, and talking about how a lot of that stuff doesn't get explained. But I appreciate y'all as always. We may just go live here on YouTube instead, since I'm banned for the next couple of days on TikTok. I'll probably just make videos and I'll try to see if I can post it. Most of these videos are taken in 4K, so I know it doesn't fucking upload on TikTok, so I'll have to change up a couple of things to try to be able to pass it through. But yeah, y'all have yourselves a good evening, and I will see y'all when I see y'all next time. Have a good night. Peace.